Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread for Friday, May 9th, 2025. And hey, just before we get to those three plays we're going to look at today, if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Make sure you subscribe, and hey, also give us a thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it as well. And hey, let us know what you think about these three plays we're looking at in the comments section below. All right, as we always do, we get the cappers, see how their week is looking, how they're about to kick off the weekend, and how the week's been going so far. Definitely been up and down for me. The last one we did, I got walked off by the Angels and the Blue Jays. Tough loss there, getting walked off. Was having that one; those ones hurt. So definitely looking for a nice little bounce back off of that loss. Heading on over to Ramon. How are you doing here in this on this Friday, Ramon?
Yeah, it's okay. Ryder brought us another winner with the New York Knicks on the show. And, well, I'm going to let you guys have at it with the basketball games here because they're getting tough. So I need your guys' help. And I'll try to bring us a baseball winner here on Cover the Spread.
Nice, because the baseball kicked my butt the other day, so you get it, Ramon. Kicking on over to Al. How are you doing here on this Friday, Al?
And it's funny, game one, I liked kind of the Knicks better, and then game two, in those same matchups, I like the Nuggets better. Unfortunately, we all saw what happened on Wednesday night. It was ugly, got ugly fast, stayed ugly throughout, and yeah, well, I guess we'll be talking about the game three in a little minute, so don't want to give too much away, but yeah, that was definitely a no-show by the Nuggets in that one.
Definitely. So, hey, series tied to 1-1. Wrap it up, switch the venue on to game three in that one. But we're going to kick it off here with a little bit of baseball, as Ramon alluded to. And in this one here, we got the Dodgers rolling in this one. Dodgers taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks to kick us off here on Friday. Ramon's game. What do you like here in this one? Arizona or the Dodgers Friday night?
Yeah, big weekend series for these two meeting for the first time this year. It feels like for Arizona, a chance maybe to get back into with catching up to these teams a little bit. We know the Dodgers, the Giants, the Padres are kind of running away there, and everybody wanted to include Arizona, but they've kind of fallen back here a little bit currently. Just a game over 500 heading into this series with the Dodgers. But here, this pitching matchup here with Roki Sasaki going up against Eduardo Rodriguez. Yeah, Eduardo's struggled here so far. I need him for a bounce back here. I think, he should be able to get maybe some success here. He does have decent numbers against Mookie and against Otani. Just those two batters combined are just 2 for 11 against Eduardo. So as long as he can get through the lineup a couple of times here, look, these two offenses, we know we're dealing with two of the best offenses in the league here. Arizona, they continue to do it offensively. It's kind of in the bullpen where they've had the problems, but the Dodgers are also just middle of the pack in the bullpen here as well. So at home, I want to try to see if I can't get Arizona to grab some of these games against the Dodgers. And I think against Sasaki, who, look, he's had good numbers here. He's made the transition nicely to the major leagues, but still has a 3.5 ERA. And with Arizona knowing how big this series is at home, as good as the Dodgers record has been coming into this series, 25-12 entering this 4-game set, they are just 10-9 on the road straight up so far this season. So I'm going to look for Arizona. I think this is going to be a pretty good price on Friday night. I'm going to take the Diamondbacks against the Dodgers here on Friday.
Kick it on over now. What do you like here in this one? Arizona or the Dodgers Friday night?
With all due respect to Ramon, who's been much harder than I am, I got to disagree with him on this one. I got to go with my Dodgers here. I know Sasaki hasn't put up the best numbers, but he's been improving slowly but surely with every start. And it's been mainly the walks that were a problem with him early on in his major league career, because that was never a problem with him in Japan. And again, I didn't think that he would struggle with that too long. And as I just mentioned, he's already straightening his numbers out. Not perfect by any means. He's got 4 strikeouts to 2 walks in his last 2 starts, but much better than what he was doing early on. And he's got the better lineup here to back him up. So I think the Dodgers get it done. Now, if the Diamondbacks can't get to him here, I look at the over as well. But for me, it's Dodgers -1.
And for me here in this this matchup, I like the over in this one. As you alluded to, Sasaki's not he's not the worst. He's definitely not the ace of the rotation. That's for sure. But you look at the Dodgers bullpen, as Ramon alluded to, definitely dealing with some injuries on that back end. Are these Dodgers? And if you look, you can see this Rosaki game. Where was it against the Cubs? He went 5 innings in that game, only gave up 4 hits and only 1 earned run. Gave up a couple walks, got a couple strikeouts, and that 1 run was off of a home run. So when he came out of the game in the 5th inning, they had only given up 1 run. Well, that game finished 16-0. The Dodgers lost to the Cubs. So that means the bullpen gave up 15 after Sasaki came out. So I think here, if Sasaki gives up a couple, that Dodgers bullpen can give up some as well. And then looking at the Arizona side of things, hey, Rodriguez on the mound for Arizona in this one tonight is no prize chicken. He's given up 12 runs in his last 2 starts. So for me in this one, that's why I like the over. I think this probably opens 8.5. Books might put this at 9. Either way, I like this to hit at least 10 runs between these two teams on Friday night. Fireworks. This could be one of those 8-6 games, 10-8 games that we've seen between both of these teams. So high-scoring shootouts. Should be a good one here on Friday night. All right, let's kick it on over to the NBA playoff action we got rolling here on a Friday night. First game we're looking at, we got the Cavs heading into Indiana. They need a win here, do these Cavs down 0-2. This is almost a must-win spot because that 0-3 spot is tricky. Cavs look like they're laid 2.5 here in this one. Al's game, kick it on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? Cleveland or the Pacers Friday night?
Yeah, we're looking at the Cavs here getting the rematch in Indiana after losing 120 to 119 in Cleveland to go down 2-0 in the series. As you mentioned, they really need this win here. Now, needing a win doesn't always translate into getting a win. And they do have a couple big question marks heading into this one with Evan Mobley and Darius Garland listed as questionable. Now, I think we get at least one of these guys back in the lineup, if not both. And even without them, this is a game that you're going to see a full-on effort from Cleveland. And laying just the 2 to 2.5 right now, actually, points. As long as it's under 3, I like the Cavs here to come out and get this much-needed win and make this a bit of a series again after that terrible start in Cleveland.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Cavs or Pacers Friday night?
Now, I think I'll move to a prop here in this one with Cleveland and Indiana. Cleveland better have those guys healthy here to try to get back going in this series for sure. I'm going to look at Miles Turner here for Indiana. We know Indiana's not the best rebounding team, but Turner is able to corral his fair share of the boards here. He averaged 8.7 rebounds during the regular season. He cleared 7.5 rebounds, which will be his prop in this game, and 63% of his games this year. So Turner had 10 rebounds in game 1 and 8 in game 2, clearing 7.5 both times. Probably be up for sure against Allen with Mobley's status uncertain here as well. So a little bit of a factor there if Mobley's in there, but that'll be reflected in the line. You may get a more advantageous line with Turner here. So Cleveland does rank 8th in defensive rebounding, but did allow the Pacers 44 rebounds in game 1. So I'm going to take Turner over 7.5 rebounds here. He did clear this in six of his 8 home playoff games so far. So I've got him for 8 to 10 rebounds here. Give me Miles Turner over 7.5 rebounds in the game on Friday night.
And for me in this game, I like the over here in this matchup. I think both these squads are going to push pace. Well, I know the Pacers are definitely going to push this pace because that's what they love to do. They love to run a gun. They want to say, "Hey, we want to keep up. You're going to have to outscore us," and that's what the Pacers do. They're gonna push that pace. Also, Pacers off of one of those big divisional upset as a road dog. They come back home 11-0 to the over this year. So for me, it's just one of those spots. I think we get a higher scoring one. Up and down the court we go. And I'll take the over in this matchup here on Friday night. Heading on over to OKC in Denver. Hey, series tied 1-1. Denver got the close win in game one. OKC left a no doubter impression in game two. We'll see if they can continue that here in Denver on Friday night. Hey, we're looking at this one. It opened 4.5. It's up to 5 in most places. The total, hey, the books made it a little bit higher from the 230 we were seeing in those first couple games up to 233.5 here in these ones. And for me, only one way to go. I'm going to take this as another track meet like we've seen in the first two games. Plenty of scoring from both these squads. OKC, I don't think they track meted it up enough in that first game. And we've seen in the second game, they were like, fine, you want to play that type of game? We'll play that type of game with you. We've played it all season long. That we can run and gun up and down the court and shoot and shoot and shoot. And we can hang with you. And what they did, look at what they did. They pinned a big pile on this Denver Nuggets squad. And now coming into Denver, though, can they do the same thing? You know what? This Denver defense, you look, they're still giving up about 120 points a game. And I think OKC, that's their goal. They can pin you with 120. Well, Denver's got to score 120. Do they? Most likely, I'm going to say there's a pretty good shot that they can score 120 as well. So for me, this number should be at least 240 between these two squads total-wise. So I think we're getting at least 6-7 points of value by grabbing this 233.5 now. I think maybe as the series goes along, the books even got to push it up higher than what it is. So for me, grab the over 233.5 in this one. As I said, I like it all the way up to like 240, even if this continues to tick up. Kicking on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Denver or OKC Friday night?
I'll play right into the script here with you, Rod. I'll look to Nikola Jokic over in his assist prop here. Look, so far, his last 4 games, Jokic, 6 assists, 6 assists, 8 assists, 8 assists. This is a guy who averages 9 assists per game. So I don't expect here, after what we saw in that last game with that blowout, I expect Denver to have a good effort here at home. You're mentioning a lot of points here with this one. So I got to take Jokic over here, and I'm going to actually ramp it up. I'm going to go to 9.5 assists. I think you get plus $1.10 or $1.15 here if you take that a little bit of a ramp up there. If you want to go 8.5 and lay the juice, that should be fine too. I would think in this one with Jokic. If you got a high scoring game here, I've got Jokic handling the duties here as he does oh so well, not only in his usual categories. Hey, maybe I should have switched to a triple double here with what you're expecting, Rod, right? With the way it goes here. So look, he's an elite playmaker. We know that. And with the home environment here, Denver back at home as a home dog, you mentioned it. So I'm going to go over here. I think double digits is for sure going to happen. It's been a long time since Jokic has gone 5 straight playoff games without reaching double-digit assists. I believe it was 2022. So give me the over here with Nikola Jokic over 9.5 assists and a little bit of plus money on Friday night.
Sounds good. I like that with you. Definitely. I'll be joining you with that one. Won't like that play. Kicking on over to Al. What do you like here in this one on Friday night?
Yeah, we mentioned in the intro how OKC got off to a hot start in the last one. And they actually won the first quarter by just 1 point, but they won that one nonetheless in the game one, which they end up losing outright on the full game. But I like them to come out to another hot start here and cover their small number in the first quarter. On the full game, to be honest, I'm kind of leaning towards the Nuggets, but again, not quite getting the number I'd like to get here. And obviously, we don't get to bet our numbers that we want to bet. And I'm not recommending anyone buys any points here or anything. But if this one gets to 6 on the full game, I would start looking at the Nuggets. But for right now, I'm on the Thunder in the first quarter.
Hey, that wraps up Friday's slate of action that we got for you here at Cover the Spread. As always, we appreciate each and every one of you. And hey, let us know what you think about these 3 games we looked at here on Friday night. We'll do a quick little recap before we head on out for Friday night's action. First game we looked at, we got the Dodgers into Arizona to take on the Diamondbacks. Ramon says upset city on Friday night. Grab those Arizona Diamondbacks to the Dodgers are getting shorthanded pitchers-wise. So grab the value we're going to get with Arizona. And then Al will look at the Cavs in a must-win spot, and he thinks the Cavs do get that win in that must-win spot. Lay the 2.5 there with the Cavs to make this a series again. And then I looked at OKC and Denver, and what have we seen in those first 2 games? Scoring, lots of scoring, high-paced games up and down. Not a lot of defense played, so I agree. We're going to take the over again there in that one. Makers moved it up to a little bit, 233.5. I don't think that's high enough still in this game. High-paced one. Take the over there on Friday night. As always, thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you that tunes in to cover the spread. Let's make it a good one. Let's kickstart the weekend with a nice winners. Let's sweep the board. As always, what are we doing here? Let's cover the spread.